I was really attracted to the promise of understanding and sort of being taught the basic principles of moral philosophy and how the moral law underpins the positive law. And obviously Professor Arkes is sort of the guiding light in that movement. Obviously an iconic figure, professor, philosopher, and so getting the opportunity to sort of experience his process and the way he presents the material is something that really attracted me.
It's a little bit more intellectual and less pure law focused in terms of the speakers and the sessions themselves, not often taught by practicing lawyers. And I think that can give some helpful perspective.
You know, I think Professor Arkes is willing to re-examine the structure that exists, like the legal apparatus that we have, in a way that other legal thinkers may not want to. But Professor Arkes is doing that because he's pursuing the logical inferences of the reasoning that he's setting out.
This is sort of experience that a skeptic should embrace. It's an opportunity to engage someone very serious and very learned in conversation that doesn't really take place and probably won't really take place in almost any other context, and certainly if it does, not at the level of seriousness that it has here.
Professor Arkes has a perspective that's different from some of our other members of the conservative legal movement, including several justices of the Supreme Court. And so he's always keeping them honest and looking at these issues from a perspective of relativism versus absolute principle, and then how those things are moderated by prudence.
But I have really appreciated the historical perspective that they've brought. That's been very fascinating to be exposed to kind of the broader trajectory of this line of reasoning. I think they've done a really great job of focusing some of these contemporary issues that are really hot button topics in our country right now in the context of this broader tradition, and bringing some perspective as to how the founding fathers or even older thinkers like Plato or Thomas Aquinas, or whoever it might be, would think through some of these difficult questions that we're faced with right now.
There are a lot of legal scholars, even of conservative persuasion, who take seriously the existence of a natural law, but they're not sure how to apply it. And Hadley Arkes really brings that down to earth and explains just how a commitment to the reality of law can actually be applied. And so that it provides a very robust framework, and lawyers need frameworks. So it's very good at bringing things down to brass tacks.